Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3, where we could technically level up right now, but we are not going to do it straight away. First of all, we're going to go grab a waypoint. Then we're going to go back and speak to our dear friend Auntie Ethel. So we got the old route down into the Underdark. It's a bit of a scary place for freshly level 4 characters.
All those moon plates can be turned.
But that's fine. We're just sort of strolling about the place at this point in time, rather than doing anything serious. We're going to get into it by doing this little puzzle. It's not the hardest puzzle in the world, it's just move all the black circles to the bottom. There we go.
This goes very far down. We'll have to go in to see the bottom.
Excellent, let's go and see a bottom. Generally a good idea.
You have to spend so long poking about down here? I'd much rather be outside with the sun on my skin.
If you're going to complain the whole way, by all means, return topside. You could use the colour.
Fair enough. A little bit of bounce there from the crew. I don't believe we've learned Astarion's secret yet. That's something we should keep an eye out for. He's learned our secret, which is that we like to kill and maim. But yeah, I feel like we're still in the dark. We'll just let this Minotaur do its thing. Oh, which I mean, get wrecked.
Careful. Not everyone looks this good dead.
And now, let's ping that for a bit of inspiration. Cool. We'll come back to the Underdark in a bit. Won't take us too long to return, I don't think. But for now, Ethel, we do need to grab a few more elixirs while we've got the chance. This might be the last chance we've got to pick them up in bulk from her before she goes about her business. It depends on how soon we head down into the swamp area. But I would like to head down into the swamp area sooner rather than later. Now, it's possible that she's already got some potions for us. No, we haven't long rested since we last spoke to her, so there's no more elixirs available right now. So it's time for a level up. In the early game, it's generally best to stick to one class, because the power you get from doing that is generally sufficient, generally better than bouncing between multiple classes. I'm thinking specifically of like characters that get an extra attack at level 5. We're picking up some dirty tricks at level 4. So dirty trick flick of the wrist basically gives us a bonus attack using our bonus action. So that's pretty cool. But we are going to be mixing things up a bit at the next level. We're going to take an ability improvement and we're going to put it into charisma. We're going to push our charisma up to 17. Now, Astarion is one of the characters who will get an extra attack at level 5, so yeah, we're staying the course here. Got slow fall though. Life of the party, so every time we hit Intoxicating Strike, we increase our armor class and attack rolls against drunk targets. Yeah, we might have to start making people drunk just by punching them. Ability improvements wise, we're going to go for... Actually, we're not going to go for ability improvement on Astarion first. He's punching people with his bare hands, and if you've played any of Baldur's Gate 3, you know that that means Tavern Brawler. Whenever you make an unarmed attack, or use an improvised weapon or throw something, your strength modifier is added twice to the damage and attack rolls. And that's a big modifier for us because of these elixirs that we're buying. I almost forgot to get this, but then I was like, why have I got 15 constitution? It's because I'm taking a bonus point in it there. As for Shadowheart, nothing terribly exciting at this level. But as an arcane archer, she probably wants her intelligence a bit higher. And then Lae'zel, this is her 3rd level in Fighter, so she now gets to pick a subclass. And she's going to become an Eldritch Knight. Her intelligence is low. Eldritch Knights are like warriors that can also cast spells. But we don't want to give her offensive spells because she's going to have a -1 to intelligence checks. So she's not likely to hit particularly well with them. So we're going to give her spells that don't require any sort of hit chance. So she already knows Booming Blade. She already knows Friends. So we don't want those. Mage Hand could be useful in general. Light could be useful here and there. Minor Illusion can be useful. Yeah, we'll go Minor Illusion and Light. And then proper spells. Magic Missile always hits, so it doesn't rely on your int stat to hit. So that is one spell that we can take. And then we're going to take Shield. And then Expanded. We can add even more spell. Do we have Longstrider on anyone yet? I'm not sure. I could have checked that before we leveled up. Featherfall is also a helpful spell in general. But let's take Longstrider. Yeah, the fact that we don't currently have it on the party suggests that we haven't got it before now. But now, thanks to Auntie Ethel, we've got 12 more elixirs of Hill Giant Strength, which gives Astarion an awful lot of the buggers. I can't count, so let's change it to that. 48 of them. So we'd need to make 48 long rests before we worry about running out of them. So we're probably fine, and we can probably move Auntie Ethel on to new places. Now, Lae'zel. Longstrider. Basically just increases a creature's movement speed, doesn't cost a spell slot. There's no downside. And that will just sit on everyone until long rest. So we'll just pop it on once a day as part of our end of long rest preparations. Our next goal, I think, is going to be to get Auntie Ethel to move on. Because, yeah, there's an interesting interaction down here that I've not seen before. So I'd like to see it on this playthrough. But maybe also we do want to speak to the ogres.
Pave my path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the Absolute.
I mean, we are one of the Absolute's chosen disciples. So we bear no brand. It's a close one.
Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food? Not food. Friend.
And you don't seem to have a brand of your own, lump.
I've no use for the Absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only. Gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss Goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk.
Very well. Now, maybe you'd like to fight for me instead.
I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me.
Yes, we'll pay you in the flesh of the fallen. You'll have your fill. That's a fail. We could use an inspiration. That's a fail. Drat. Oh well.
A slip of the tongue. You meant to make a better offer, surely.
Maybe we did. Yeah, we'll give you 500 gold.
A serenade to my ears and a boon to my belly. We've a bargain, my tasty kibble. Take my bone horn. One blow and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. Ogre kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around.
Excellent stuff. See you guys in a bit then.
We will keep close. When you are ready, sound the horn.
If we'd managed to successfully persuade him that we could feed him with the flesh of the fallen, we would have actually got a thingamajig, an inspiration from it. But alas. So down we go. We've got some business to attend to before we resolve the whole...
You sniffing where you ain't ought to be, friend.
Oh, will I?
Might have to take that nose.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Why would I want to try and deal with this goblin when I could just murk it? There's like 2 gobos. I'm pretty sure we can deal with that. So, we can do a big old jump with the Starion. Oh, we've apparently triggered a few more gobos. That's fine, I guess. That's the one who was chatting to us. So she can get Rex. And then we can stand next to that one. Now, who can we stab? Will a jump get us into stabbing range? I hope so. No. What do you mean, not enough movement? How are we not able to hit that bugger from here? Oh, we can hit them, we just can't hit them with advantage for some reason. But these guys probably are also going to have a certain amount of difficulty hitting us. Apparently not, no. Okay. Now. Bit of archery. Failed. Okay. Lae'zel can at least get in there and slash at one of them. And what I might do is action surge. And slash this one as well. Just so that if that one decides to attack, it'll probably go for Lae'zel rather than us. Okay, it'll shoot instead. That's fine, we can live with that. Now. An easy 16 damage. Can we reach that one? Yeah, although we don't have any more attacks. But we can threaten them a bit. Oh yeah, and we are immobile, so we can't do much of use against this one. But still, we got the job done. And we're invisible now, so the next one won't be able to hit us. Can we get into a position where we can shoot that one? No, because it's sort of hidden. But now it's kind of boned. Excellent. Very good. Now down we go into the old swamp.
Enough!
And there's friend Ethel.
Please, just want Mayrina back.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina.
Just let her go. Please.
Thank goodness you're here, sweetie. I don't know what's come over these boys.
Stop this! We won't ask again!
Would you like me to kill them? Yeah, lower your weapons. I know this lady.
Sweetie, be careful!
She gives me elixirs.
She's with the hag!
Don't bloody stand there gaping. Get her!
And now they're trying to murderize me for no reason. It's not going to go well for them.
Come here!
Oh, my stars!
They got a star
I
end.
didn't mean for this to happen.
Do you know this Mayrina they mentioned?
She's their little sister, and she's staying with me. This is all my fault, but I made a promise. Mayrina begged me not to breathe a word if they came looking for her, and my word is my bond. That poor thing will be distraught. We can't let her know, it'd break her poor heart. I'd best get going, but please stop by my house. I'd like to thank you proper.
Okie doke.
Helpless old ladies. Was that normal?
That's fine. We'll go and catch up with Ethel in a bit. We'll certainly get the waypoint down here at the very least.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
I mean, it looks normal. Maybe if we peer about a little bit.
The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
There we go, it's all fine then. We'll just go about our business.
Traps. How considerate.
Make our way past these lovely sheep. Hello, sheep friend. And there's the waypoint. Good.
Moving ahead.
And here's Gandrel.
Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter. I'm surprised. I thought all Ger were vagrant cutthroats.
Yeah, we'll let Astarion take the lead.
And more. We steal chickens, curse your crops, seduce your daughters, the list goes on. I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. A simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
What monster are you hunting? We definitely would admit that we're a cutthroat.
Something terrifying, no doubt. Dragon? Cyclops? Kobold?
Nothing so dramatic. I'm hunting for a vampire spawn. I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out. If I can afford her blood price.
A vampire spawn? Why?
It is a sacred mission from the head of my tribe
She sent me here to capture the beast and return it to her.
Capture? And bring it where?
Baldur's Gate. My people wait for me there.
Well, Astarian's got this.
I've crossed paths with your people before, you know. It wasn't a good experience.
Yeah. Not bad, huh?
That bad. Let's go. We've wasted enough time talking.
So there we go. He asked about a vampire spawn, and Astarion just stabbed him in the head. I'm sure those two things are entirely unrelated to one another. But we've got his heavy crossbow. Is that better than whatever Shadowheart's currently using? She's currently using a longbow +1. That crossbow is a crossbow +1. So it's got a higher top end on the damage, perhaps. Oh no, that's because I've got things selected. Yeah, it does have a higher top end on the damage, though. It can do it to 13 instead of 11. And it gives us advantage against monstrosities. And sacred munitions. Ranged weapon attacks, possibly turn instead. Kind of cool, all told. And then could anyone use the longbow +1? Astarion possibly could. Although as he increases his monk levels, he's just going to be able to race across the entire battlefield and deal with anything that crosses his path. I suppose we should probably just see if he's got anything to say about that.
You know, I've been thinking, and I think there's something I should tell you. Nothing big or terrible, just a small little detail about me that hasn't come up naturally. It's just that I happen to be a... what's the best way to put this? A vampire.
Well, yes, obviously.
Right. Well... Glad we got that out the way. So, was there anything else?
So the monster hunter you killed in the swamp, he was after you, wasn't he?
He was, but now he's not. Which is all that matters, really.
And what if there are others?
Oh, there'll be others. I'm sure of that. If Cazador sent one peon after me, he'll send another.
And who is this Cazador exactly?
Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven and a monster obsessed with power. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
You sure he was behind this?
It was him, I'm sure. Only he would know to send the Gur after me. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me.
Saved you by turning you into a vampire slave?
Well, he didn't mention the slave clause at the time. And now he sends a Gur monster hunter for me. It's a message. He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back.
I mean, how concerned should we be?
Concerned? Do you know the power a vampire lord possesses? He can change shape, turn into mist, call wolves to do his bidding, shrug off blows like they're nothing. He could walk into our camp tonight and kill you with his bare hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened to you.
Sounds like a bit of a dick, then. We could take him, though, right?
You don't understand. You don't know him. Just trust me when I say we need to be careful. He'll send more lackeys. He has plenty of souls to command. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us. and kill any monster hunters on sight.
We can do that. Do we want to speak to Ethel at this moment in time? We got the waypoint, so we don't have to. There were other things I wanted to do. Do we take a rest? We don't really have a lot of spell slots that we need to replenish or anything. It's just a bit of health on old Jolly here, so maybe she just drinks a couple of potions and we go about our business. So we find ourselves back here in the Underdark. All sorts of business to attend to down here. Starion is probably our best bet at this lockpick. It's a tricky one, but we just about nailed it. Fantastic. I don't even know if we need any of the treasure in here, but
That might be worth
it'd be nice to get it. Bit of a lockpick required here. It's not a difficult one, all told.
Such depth to the shadows. I don't care what others say about the Underdark. It's beautiful down here.
I'm used to a crypt's gloom. This is something else.
Yeah, the Underdark is a beautiful place. Even if some of its chests are well locked. What are these rolls? There we go. Got there in the end, and it's the luminous armor, which, yeah, I don't think we need, to be honest. There are powerful builds which revolve around radiant orbs and things, but none of ours fit that bill. Oh, just about. Helmet of Smiting. We'll take that. We might do a bit of smiting here and there.
Time to press ahead.
Probably not, but it's possible. Actually, yeah, I think Lae'zel has a smite already. She's also got the haste helm on, which is probably still more useful for her than that. Because, yeah, she's not doing a whole lot of smiting. That's definitely more of a paladin helmet. But now we're going to pop out of this here window. We're going to be careful though, we're not going to go too far. Because there's torch stalk about. Now our journal's just updated. Find the night song. Why is that just triggered at this point in time? Ah, the trail's gone cold. Okay. Well, let's see what else we've got. Oh, a surprise. We like surprises. Odd place for a rockery. Now we're getting eyeballed. Oof. That was a big wounding ray. Now we're paralysed, perhaps. Are we paralysed? Yeah, and now we've just been wrecked. It's like, how many turns does that lad have? Now everyone's blinded as well. What the heck? Now, we could jump, but we might just be able to... Yeah, we could run out. Give that guy a good fisting. And now he's no longer on the enemy team. And then let's get up here and try and kick this bugger in the eye if we can. That's good damage. So we don't have anyone who really has the ability to heal. Not particularly well, anyway. Can we blind this lad? Not if we miss our shots, we can't. What a pisser. Now it's brought another drow into play. And it's killed the first one. Very well. It's quite a busy turn for it. Let's give it a booming blade. Excellent. And then there's not a lot else we want to do, really. We could give it a Hexblade's Curse, because it hasn't already got that. We could have potentially done that first, to be honest. We probably should have done that first, to be honest. But oh well. Now, let's get up here and smack this guy about. Now he's on our side. Not enough movement to get down there. Let's jump down. Because then if it moves again, we can give it a bit more beating. I think we probably are going to have to try and get back on our feet. And then not a lot else we can do. We could potentially switch to a spear and stand in here. Just for an extra opportunity attack. No, he's brought someone in down there. Everyone gets to have a go. And he's firing a wounding ray on Jolly by the look of it. Oh no, he's fired at that guy. Good. Jolly gets to survive. So, that bugger. Let's get them back on the team first of all. That's more important, I think, than attacking the spectator right now. Now we don't have a regular action. We could give it the old pocket sand. And we missed. Very well.
Another step forward.
Astarion's just going to carry this fight, probably. Drunken Technique. It's a double hit. Although unfortunately only one of them connected this time. That lad can't do much, but most importantly he's not attacking us. And now we'll go back to the bow. Decent damage. But it does get another shot off. Although it's probably going to try and move again, because it normally tries to move. Okay, it didn't, so we didn't get any opportunity attacks, but... Amazing. Well, that kind of worked out. We got a bit close to Torch Stalk, but yeah.
Everything is clear.
That kind of worked. I should have probably brought the ogres in for that. But oh well. We'll just take everything. And then we'll drop the dagger and the robes, because that's the quickest way of dealing with that. Now that guy's also dead. Did he get caught in the Torch Stalk as well? He might have done.
Oh, my head.
What happened here?
Wizard Duan hired us. Find a forge. Came across Zargrim, his friend. A fight broke out. He summoned a spectator. Fool. He escaped. his spectator petrified us. Somehow.
What can you tell me about Zagrim?
The forge. He wanted the forge.
And what are you going to do now?
The others need to get them out.
Very well. Some of them are still alive, so that's a possibility. Now, where's that thing we picked up? It's a bit weird. Shadowheart, can you examine it?
A dull crystal glowing only faintly.
Let's see if you can figure out what it's for. Apparently not. A roll of 2 was pretty much the only thing that could have caused it to fail.
You rack your brains, but it is, for all intents and purposes, a particularly pretty rock.
I mean, we could focus on the glow.
You feel your consciousness stretch, reach out, and recoil as if at a bare-handed slap. Yours is not the mind it was expecting.
Okay, and she just took 8 damage.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Well, that sucks. But that's fine. The main thing is, we have bested the spectator. And claimed its prize. Backpack. We'll claim that prize as well. Now, come with us, backpack. We might need you. I think we should be able to just fling it down there. Maybe not. We're not very strong. Astarion, on the other hand, very strong. No, still too far. There we go. There's a reason for all this backpack throwing. It will become clear.
That's curious.
Now, there's a vent over here. Whee! If we place the backpack on the vent,
Traps. How considerate.
then hopefully that will block the vent. Seems like it hasn't. Oh well. What if we throw this skeleton on the vent? I know that you can block these vents, basically, but it seems like I failed on that one. Because there's one down here which has got a backpack on it. That's why I assumed a backpack would do the job. What I think we'll do then, because I want to go down this way, you see, but I don't want everyone to catch fire and all that, and or get poisoned. So let's head on up to the temple once again. Let's grab those thieves' tools from this crate. Let's bring this crate with us. That should do the job. It's big and square and bulky. This isn't the only way to get to somewhere where I want to be, but it's probably the quickest way. Now, the vent's over there. There we go, that's close enough. Amazing. Now we can climb down without too much bother. Without any bother, really. I've finally discovered the location of a place in the Underdark, which
At the ready.
I've never found my way to before. So we're going to explore that today. Oh, I got knocked down. Oh wait, is the bullet attacking us? Oh, that's a pisser, isn't it? Shall we run back up here? Can we do that? No, we just got knocked down again, which means we're probably in deep trouble right now. The rest of the crew should be fine. Oh, forgot about Shadowheart. But yeah, we have apparently fallen over again. Amazing. Now. Astarion. Not enough movement all of a sudden. A minute ago you were perfectly fine to get down there, and now suddenly not enough movement. Although, actually, Yeah. Fine, we'll just shoot an arrow, miss. That's all we can do. Blinding it is probably a good idea. But once again our arcane arrow misses. That's unfortunate. Lae'zel, can you rescue Jolly? And then it's possible the bullet's going to jump at us, so you don't have to go all the way down. But then it's possible that it's just going to knock Jolly over again. Let's have a potion. Get off a sneak attack. And then maybe scuttle away from the others a little bit, just in case it does a big pounce. Cool. Okay. Kind of disadvantage against target. Do we have disadvantage? We don't. So, shut your yap, game. Let's mock it. That's a good mocking. I like it. We'll give it a bit. Should we give it a flurry? Or should we just give it a regular? Let's give it a flurry. It can be a tough fight. So we want to try and bring it down with all of our good moves. Now it's blinded. That's amazing. We like this. Oh, it still successfully managed to bite Astarion for an absolute ton of damage. Awful bugger. It's nearly dead. So let's throw a potion at Astarion, because we want him to get the XP. And then I suppose we can mock it again.
Down the free-loving leper.
Yeah. And then maybe heal yourself a bit with a bite. Good lad.
Got to keep fighting.
And a normal shot is enough. Excellent. We're running into some fights down here that are pretty tricky for level 4. I just want to explore a bit. I don't want to run into all these fights. But I forgot that the Brulette can show up over here. As well as elsewhere. Should go well. One would hope. He says, rolling a 3. Honestly, our lockpicking rolls have been diabolical today.
A resupply stash. I wonder if Lolth's pets left anything good.
Drow-studded leather armor. It's pretty cool looking. Now we've got a big old pile of torch stalk over here. Should we shoot it from up here? Just to be on the safe side. It's probably smart. And then we've got this one over here. That's an intriguing bit right there. But also, I'm fairly sure we can get the waypoint for this beach
Looks abandoned.
without getting into any big trouble. Good. And we didn't even have to have a rumble. This seems like a fine place to have a camp for the night. We could use the long rest at this point, I think. Not feeling well though.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers.
Let's blink it away.
The world swims as you close, then reopen your eyes. How long have you been waiting here? A moment? A night? A 10-day?
Chukil Gate Vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
I mean, whilst I'm normally perfectly down for a murder-suicide, I don't think I want one involving me. So maybe we'll just try and persuade you that we're exhausted. Wow. We might need to use an inspiration, you know. We don't want to get shanked. Normally I'm happy to let a failed roll go,
I cannot trust my own mind.
but not on this
So
occasion.
it seems I must trust yours. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all. I came just in time. You are transforming.
How many weird visitors do I need? Are you the evil inside my brain? The dark compulsions?
Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
I'll get up on my own, thank you very much. Although, hacking off that paw would be fun.
Though the thought crosses your mind, it doesn't hold you, doesn't devour you, as your thoughts too often can.
Your compulsions will doom us all, if you do not work to stop them. I can help. We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it, nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it.
I don't trust it. I trust my blade. That's all I need to wreak havoc.
A fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. You'll feel better. I promise.
Oh yeah, feeling fine. That's good to know. So it's a new day, so what do we need to do? We need to speak with animals. We need Starion to chug one of his elixirs. We need Lae'zel to cast Longstrider on everyone. And we should probably speak to Volo as well.
Ah, my good fellow. cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
What do you know about mind flayers, Volo?
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
I fought one of them.
Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible.
Yeah, it plants its lava in my brain.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
Well, tell me more.
I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected.
If only your disbelief could alter facts.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flare? Ridiculous. Isn't it?
Examine me. Find out for yourself.
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods!
Yeah, quit the shouting. Can you help?
I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Wonderful. Thanks, Volo.
Don't waste a step.
I could have probably spoken to him before I went into a long rest. And then could have got my new eye already. But that's not how it's gone down. So that's fine. We'll have another long rest before we need the eye, I think. Now, Lae'zel.
Glick. I had a dream. As we all did, I suspect. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise. It is gate deception.
Yeah, I think you're right. We should ignore the stream figure at all costs.
A wise choice. These parasites are a threat to be destroyed, not an opportunity to be exploited.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like you to wait in camp for a bit.
Are you sure that's the best course of action?
Probably not, but you stay in camp for now. I'll fetch you when the time is right.
Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
It's time to give Will a little outing, I think. Where is the bugger? It's parked up here next to Bone Man. Why are you not down with the rest of the group, Will? Do you not like us or something?
I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you, judging from the way my tadpole is tingling. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. Tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is, the tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by elithid worms.
You're probably right, but let's change the subject.
Good idea.
I would like you to join me, Will.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, it is. You got some level up. We won't worry about leveling you up for now. We'll just hit the road.
So, Astarion, which of us would you rather feed on if he had free reign?
Will, no question. He's strong, fast, and righteous. I'm salivating already.
Interesting.
You sound disappointed. I'll bite you if you ask.
I'm sure you would. Don't sound so eager.
Fun little chat there. Can we hit this torch stalk from here? We don't want to Shadowheart. You're a bit close to it, my love. Yep. That's fine though. It only did a smidgen of damage. We want to jump over here, you see? We want to climb down this cragged rock. To the Festering Cove. I've never been here on any of my playthroughs. I say that like I've done more than about 6 or 7 playthroughs. But we've got these lads. Kurotoa? Is that how it's pronounced? They're apparently Boar's faithful. Or at least they've got the condition, which allows them to potentially apply bleeding to targets. Wow. Yeah, they're all having a jolly good time. What else do we have around? A barrel with 1 fish. We'll take it. More fish. Excellent. Right, all sorts of chanting going on over here. And a dead skirmisher. What are you doing, friends?
Creature is lost in devotion. You might as well not exist.
Oh, that's rude. And up here?
Our blood to fill your oceans. O blessed Boal. Our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you. And with every surge, you feel a presence grow in response.
Words, priest. Promises. Your god wants proof. Wants blood.
You don't recognize the creatures, but this voice seems to have a hold over them.
You, our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
Boal? I mean, Baal is the god of murder.
That's so, Cutlet. I'm a god, and I fancy a bit of murder. Simple enough. Well, priest, Boal wants a sacrifice. Boal wants blood.
Okie doke. Yeah, if it's blood you want, I can make an offer.
Oh, what's that then? See, you got meat to spare. What you got for blessed Boal?
You want me to sacrifice one of my friends?
Well, don't look at me.
I want to wake up beside a handsome virgin every morning, but life doesn't give us what we want. Can we kill this god now?
Don't be rash now. I may be tolerant, but I won't let myself be fed to the fishes.
It's simple. Make an offering, or become one.
Well, I don't care what you want, Will.
So it's like that, is it? So be it. The blade does not yield.
It's a rumble. 3 of us versus 1 Will. Astarion? You'd care to do the honours?
You've made your offering. Even better, you made a mess. I think I'll keep you, chosen. Go with my blessing. Show the world the power of Boal. But chosen, just don't forget where you got it from.
Hooray! We've now got a permanent buff, basically. As long as there's some of these buggers left to worship Bual, we get advantage on attack rolls against bleeding creatures. So as long as we can make people bleed, which we can look out for gear that will let us do that, then jobs are good. And we are down one self-righteous loser as well. What a fun little trip down to the Underdark this has been. All three of us are back in camp. Lae'zel, we have need of you once again. And now where is our next destination? Probably back to the Grove, I think. Although, yeah, we're probably near the end of an episode. So now would be a good time to take on some spiders, perhaps. Spider haters, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable.
Everyone else, we carry on for a bit. Well, we failed to learn anything about this well, so...
Dry stones line the wall, but the darkness below is impenetrable.
Might have to chuck down a coin to see what's going on.
The coin disappears into the well. After a moment, you hear a soft clink, not a splash.
Good enough for me. Down we go.
Better not touch the webs. I'd hate to disturb the locals.
And we can get our gold back. Might need it. I don't think there's any real way of getting through here without disturbing the locals. So we might end up running into them sooner rather than later. But in here we've got a bit of loot here and there. I don't know if the journals do anything if you don't have any sages in your party to gain the inspiration from it. But we'll just give them all a quick skim. It's basically just the story of how a high elf became chosen by Loth herself and got worshipped by the Spider Queen. Yeah, that's done nothing for us. But there are some boots which prevent movement speed problems from webs. And I don't think that they are armor, are they? No, they're not armor, so Astarion can have those. It might help if he can remain mobile in the upcoming rumble. We've got an Ettercap down there, so yeah, I'm fairly sure there's no way of avoiding a scrap in here. Oh, that should have been a sneak attack. What a spoon. Let's mock it.
Shall I compare thee to a sow's fart?
Why not? Can we get down there? We could probably jump down there, but would it cost us any HP? A little bit. Just a little bit of HP. So maybe we stay up here and let the phase spider come to us. We'll just fire some more ranged attacks on the Ettercap. Yeah. You're going to come up and spit at us, which we'll shield against. Webbing is probably fine. Yeah, just a shot will do there. And then I don't know if we can reach it because of the webbing, but we can try. Excellent. And now the others are going to join the fight, probably because of all the webs being walked on. But that's fine, it will take them a turn or two to get anywhere near us. We are in webbed. Which means there's probably not a lot we can do. Can we hit that guy? Okay, we can.
Let's get this over with.
And we can actually take him out altogether. Amazing. Astarion. You've got good movement, but it's not quite enough to get us all the way across here. but with a jump. Now it's fine. And then, yeah, just do what you can, Shadowheart.
That won't work.
Shut up, weird voice. Ain't got time for your garbage. Yeah, you keep webbing Astarion. I mean, you were webbing Lae'zel, but the fact that Astarion was stood there as well probably made them a more tempting target. Yeah, these guys are going down, no trouble. Sweet. So now we've just got the Matriarch to deal with. Yeah, we've kind of walked through some poison there. That's silly of me, to be honest. You'd think they were smart enough to just move around the poison, but I guess not. Potions are probably the best bet. Let's just swig a couple. Yeah, we're good. Now we've got a Matriarch to face. Who's currently hanging around over there. Maybe we can start the fight by dropping her on her ass. Let's see if she's going to move onto one of these webs. Now. Can we shoot the web down? Plonk. Yep, she got ruined. That'll probably start the fight, although it doesn't seem to have started the fight. So maybe we get another chance. She's out of range though, so yeah, maybe we'll let her come to us. There we go. Although she's immediately run off again. Added a whole bunch of buggers to the fight. Do we have anything useful about our person? Any Alchemist's Fire? We do. That could do the job. If we're strong enough to throw it over there. Yeah, it's wounded the spiders, but it hasn't finished them off. Oh well. Should we chat some shit as well?
Death becomes you.
Yeah, not your best line, Jolly. Now, Astarion, you may as well just get in there and punch that one. Because it's all up in our grill. Bite it as well, actually. Yeah, get some health back. Let's try the same trick. So Lae'zel could double back and deal with that one. And let's jump over that toxin. No? Yes? Yes. Took her a minute. She's having to think about these things, it seems. There we go. Hexblade's curse has been applied as well. It's a boss fight. Let's use a short rest. And then we should be able to smack it again. Has that done the job? I'm not sure why Lae'zel's suddenly lagging, as it were. But she got the job done. Now, did we pick up the Force Arrow that does AoE damage? We didn't. Let's try blinding.
Again.
Yeah, again, that's Action Surge. There we go. Did good damage. Didn't get the blind. Now, some of these spiders burned a bit more, but they survived long enough to get up here. Oof. That one got a crit. That's awful. Now, we could. It will hurt Astarion, but we could shoot the web down. Oh, it didn't hurt Astarion because it didn't actually damage it enough. Can we throw sand? No. Can we flicker the wrist? Probably not, because it's inanimate. We can't mock the web either, but we can do this. There we go. That's taken out most of the enemies. It's softened up the spider a lot. And it's hurt Astarion. But he's on his feet still. That's the main thing. And down goes the matriarch. So who's still in the fight? A spiderling.
I will ascend.
Lae'zel? She's thinking. There we go, she got the job done.
Open up.
So, down we go, everyone. Don't come back up, my lad. We're going down. We've got a poisonous robe to collect. Which, I mean, what robe are you wearing? Is it just a simple robe? Or oh no, it's the infernal robe. Okay. The robe's got cool spider webs on it and everything, but no. Sticking with what we've got. And there's another waypoint. And with the spiders down and one fewer team member, we advance. We carry on next time and get up to even more chaos and murder. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.